Hey guys, Tone here, and welcome back to Tone Plays Cogmind. We just cleared Zerov on -5, the branch reward for the Upper Caves branch here. Next we'll be going into the Upper Cave, or I'm sorry, the Proximity Caves, and then leading into the -4 factory level. So getting into the second half of the game. I'm quite beat up looking at my gear right now. I know last floor we spent a lot of time looking for repair stations, and we actually found a lot more than I expected, but we didn't get to repair one thing, I don't think. I was really trying to fix these treads, so if we get a way to repair some stuff, that would be quite nice here soon. Well, this is armor. Get backups. We're in pretty good shape still, but if we don't get to repair or do something with these treads soon, we're going to need some find a new stockpile of treads. My matter is actually getting a little low. I already destroyed the bots down here, it looks like, so that is all we're going to get here. We'll see if that becomes an issue later. I may as well drop our matter compressor, refill right now, just so I have it in our inventory. When we pick up new matter in the future, it'll automatically go back into our compressor, so this is a better state for us to be in. 3% corruption, not a big deal. And let me take off my sensors before we continue on, just in case we end up in combat. Yeah, just taking a look at some of our inventory there. Jog my memory. No combat, so let's go ahead and throw that sensors right back on. Oh shoot. Okay, never mind. There is combat. No combat to combat to... Yep, let's throw our sensors back on. Do we want to go into siege mode to kill 2 programmers? Why not? It could be a little risky if there's like a patrol coming through. But with our sensors, we see there isn't anyone else around. So I think we can go into siege mode, pick off these 2 guys, which should be a lot easier in siege mode, and then continue on with what we're doing here. My quantum reactor is turned off. I think we're going to... Actually, no, we can probably leave that off. So we're not generating a lot of energy right now, and our weapons don't use a lot of energy. And they do generate heat. This is the energy display, and this is the heat display. So saving this heat with this off should be fine for us. For these encounters. So we're probably going to end up toggling that a lot for the time being. And we just got an alien artifact from Zerov that gives us +10 innate energy regen as well. So yeah, let's turn on siege mode. Again, that takes 5 turns to activate, and I'm going to just swap out our sensors so they don't get damaged. Let's shoot a volley. Actually, I should take this great axe off. Coil guns, why not? My normal, non-crit dependent kinetic weapons would work pretty well against these programmers because they do have kinetic a weakness there. This neutron cannon is also very good against them, but I don't want to have to swap everything out, so we're just going to stick with this. 2 turns till siege mode. A volley is almost 4 turns for us, but I think it's still worth shooting at them once. Start off this hover unit. Now we're in siege mode, 91% chance to hit. Not bad. Oh nice, we're only fighting 1 at a time. This guy has to run around to get back to us. And I don't know which one died first. It looked like we did get him with a penetrating shot at some point. But that could have just been our gunslinging effect as well, redirecting our targets after the first one died. And we killed both of them in 3rd volley. Not bad. Wow, 6% corruption. We got a lot of corruption there. How that works, I believe, is the damage you take from EM weapons. That damage is a % chance that you take the corruption. There might be a little more to it, but it's kind of based on the damage. Surprised we got 3%, but it's not super unlikely either. Alright, let's get out of siege mode. I think I'm going to throw that great axe back on because we're probably going to be digging soon, and throw our sensors on. Their parts are going to deteriorate, but we don't care. Let's break these guys open with our great axe. I'm just trying to get more matter. Get matter from this programmers as well. As we were doing before, I think I'm going to walk around with the sensors highlighted in my inventory there just so I can keep tabs on what's going on. Behemoth and another patrolling programmer down there. Experiencing corruption effects as we travel. We're going to get bottlenecked into this area. We're going to fight this programmer no matter what. I think I'm just going to go into siege mode. There's really no time penalty here. Oh, I should take my sensors off though. On. We're in siege mode. Looks like I have to penetrate twice to actually get a shot on him, so I need him to move. There we go. And he got wrecked. I'm gonna data jack for anything. Not at this point. We'll get more opportunities to grab data jacks, because I'm sure we'll fight many more programmers. I kind of have two kits going on. We're traveling. I don't really need the great axe on all the time. I should probably save matter by only putting on when I need it. Really for digging in these caves. Going to do as we kind of sneak around this. Oh, that wall was there. No, there's some kind of path up here. That minesweeper. Cave-ins are based on movement, so I can dig freely as long as I don't end up moving more than 3 moves in spaces. So this would be 4 tiles to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and get out, and this is the edge tile, so now it's an edge. I think we may not have a completely safe way out here. We do not. I could stand here, we could get out. I don't know if he can see me. What it looks like from the other side. There's actually a wall right here. I wonder how far that goes for. Gotta be very careful here. I'm gonna reveal this tile. I'm curious what that is. I have to like just see that tile and only that tile. Aha! Okay, so we could walk a little more freely over here. Interesting. Only up to that point. Does this one work? Ooh, I don't think it will. So I think we're forced to encounter this guy or risk a cave-in. About a 3% chance each move after the first 3 tiles that you get caved in on. A cave-in could be annoying. It does impact damage, so it doesn't really focus coverage. I can easily lose my sensors. It'll corrupt you more. I try to avoid it, so I think we're going to fight this guy. Do I crit him to death? Ooh, I have 3 perfect coil guns too. I guess we could... Oh, I don't have EM weapons anymore. I guess, yeah, we're gonna stick with the coil guns. I don't think this one has under you. It would tell me what level with the experimental signal interpreter, but maybe not. I don't think he has heavy treads. It's funny, the behemoths with heavy treads will actually go into siege mode against you. Like to do, let's try something here. Clear out some space. I don't know if this is a tile, but we're gonna just penetrate and make him come around. See how many free shots we can get with coil guns. He found us. He is shooting through the walls as well. I wonder if I could have cheesed his pathing and AI a little better. Oh shoot, I never took the sensors off. I meant to do that. What's interesting about these multi-tile enemies is they will always try to shoot you from their closest tile to you, but you can shoot them on any tile that you can hit and see. So I can get into a situation where I could hit him down here, but he's going to try and shoot me from this tile, and if it's blocked, he either has to move more, which gives me like an extra volley for free, or he's going to try and penetrate through something that reduces his odds of hitting us. Oh, that's why I had the sensors on, duh. I wonder how well this is working for us right now. And we have to crit off his like weapons and stuff eventually. Our matter could become an issue. He didn't shoot back that time. Oh, there he is. He moved. This doesn't seem to be going well, guys. And I am out of matter. I kinda wish I could see him now to see what kind of damage we may have done. Oh snap. Did you hear that? He just went into siege mode. Shoot, so he did have heavy treads. That's not good because that makes him immune to our crits. We have to move. It's not good because I'm going to take shots for 5 turns. How do we want to play this? That did not go nearly as well as I had hoped. I was hoping to like crit off all his guns. You know what? He probably has like weapon shielding and stuff. Maybe that was a completely wrong approach. I've killed them like that before. You can basically like crit off everything except for, because I think they're crit immune. You can crit off like all their parts. Maybe he just has like his guns left now, because if you have weapon shielding, that protects him from crits as well. I bet you he does. I should have looked up his parts. That's the problem, I couldn't see him. I forgot what he had. I think we need to change up what we're doing here if that's the case. He probably doesn't have much left, to be completely honest. But yeah, since those weapons don't actually do damage, see if we can go back here and lure him this way. Is those weapons... Is he not even following? He might not be. Oh, here he is. Oh, I kind of want to grab the matter. Yeah, let's make him chase us longer. A little bit of extra matter for us. Alright, let's try this again, I guess. Oh, he forgot about us. Or he... coming around the other way? Yeah, he is coming around the other way. Or no, he just left. I could have exploited that to sneak around here when he's going around this way. I feel like we need to fight him at this point. I want, like, vengeance. Just shoot him from here again. Could be a death wish. Let's give it a try. Why not? These weapons actually do damage. I think we could probably kill him quite fast with these. Like you again. Especially if we shot off a lot of his other parts. Oh, I think he's dead. I gave him an extra volley before just like waiting and checking just in case. Alright, so... well, he's not shooting back. Alright, one dead behemoth. Jeez. I wish we had him in sight so I could actually, like, see what we were shooting off and how that combat actually went. I think at some point I'll have to pull up their, like, build and stats and see if I can predict how that probably went. I think we, like, crit off all his parts, but his... I was thinking that we could crit off his guns, but I think he has weapon shielding, which blocks the crits. So he just kept shooting us, but he probably had nothing left after all of those coil gun shots. And then since he had nothing left, that means he had 0 coverage, like core coverage, so all of these were like mostly hitting his core. Pretty kind of interesting there. We took a lot of damage, unfortunately. It's kind of mean when the mines do that to you. Like, bottleneck you into a behemoth. We're not fast enough to do anything about it. This thing probably came from or is going to the exit. We know the exit is... oh, shoot. I didn't even notice that. We talked about this when I picked that up, but we got the factory entrance intel, which would tell us where this is next time we'd see a factory entrance, which is right here. We actually know exactly where that is. I'm gonna sneak around still. Ooh, research terminal intel, that's nice. Guy... oh my god, a Herf cannon. This is like a... basically an endgame-ish EM weapon. Due to its damage, you are going to kill anything that doesn't have like EM resistance in 3 to 4 shots, 3 to 4 hits from corruption effects. On average, you basically do your damage worth in corruption percent. It's actually 50 to 150%. And once you hit 100, they die instantly. That's how corruption works. So these are very good. Plasma cutter. That exit again? I don't like this map at all, jeez. My god. We are not going to get out of here without another fight, are we? Ooh, got really close to letting these guys see us. I'm glad this guy went down instead of up. Grammar down there too. Probably gonna have to fight these three guys, and that might. But if that means we avoid all this crap, it's probably worth it. Although I wonder if we can just get through here. Uh-oh. So at least cuts through. Wow. Okay. We somehow juked through all of this stuff. Imagine if we didn't have sensors. We probably would have fought everything there, which was like 20 units. Get some more scrap out of here. I wonder what that slashing weapon is. Axe? I will stick to my great axe. And do I get greedy and just poke my head over here just to see if we miss any secrets? I kind of want to. I don't know if I'm going to regret this. Oh, we're not even connected to those. So we were here and we're here. We're pretty confident that we've at least seen... maybe stuff down here. I've seen a lot of this map with our sensors. I don't think we need to risk running into more guys. I don't mind fighting these two guys, but that could become a much larger fight very quickly. And this just generates ARC patrols, unless we're in vision. So that's why I went up here to try and get to vision of this faster. If I walked it this way, couldn't see this, and ARC could have popped out. But now we're safe because we can see the exit. And yeah, let's just leave. So we are going to be evolving 2 slots on the next floor. So we're on minus... well, we're on minus 4 technically, but we're getting our minus 4 evolve. The prox caves happen before your evolution, but they jump your death. Oops, I wanted to leave that up. So we're basically about to get... I'm thinking long term now, because we kind of have to, because we have limited evolutions left. So we're going to get 2 slots here, 2 slots here, 2 slots here, and 2 slots here. So 8 more slots. We need 6 weapon slots. 4 or 5 is probably a good place to be on this type of build if you want to be reasonable. More is just always fun. I did like 6 last time and I had a blast with it. But the super weapon is a 6 slot weapon actually, so we need 6 for sure with that. We don't need them all right now. We're probably not going to be using it immediately, although it'd be nice to have the option to. We are going to find the super weapon on the next, or on this death on minus 4. That's a consideration, although I think a utility slot is a must right now. Because we have to equip more storage to even carry the super weapon, because that will be 6 inventory slots. So we pretty much have to dedicate 1 large storage unit to holding that. We don't need power yet. Our build, as you see, we've actually had this just turned off this whole time. Our build doesn't use a lot of power, so that's not an issue yet. By minus 2 or minus 1, we'll probably end up wanting a second one. There's an argument to grow one now, because you get a very nice reactor called the Vortex Chain Reactor in Warlord's base, which is where the super weapon is that we're heading towards. It's a very good reactor. It's a little overrated by the community at large. Not as necessary as I think a lot of people like to think it is. You can get close with a lot of other things, but it does kind of save you probably about half a slot, because it gives you very good power generation and very good storage. So usually you're going to be growing like an extra slot or an extra utility slot for energy storage to kind of match what it's doing. And that's no small feat to save yourself. I wouldn't say a whole slot, but like, you know, close to a slot's worth of extra utility. and efficiency with an item like that. So there's an argument that we could grow a power slot to equip that, but that it has high coverage and it'd probably just get blown off, and we don't even need power yet, so that'll probably be sitting in our inventory anyways. Propulsion, we could go up to 6 prop slots if we want, or like start heading towards there and grow a 5th one here. Once you're using heavy treads, they're all 2 slots, so having an odd number of propulsion slots is a little awkward. We'd have to find like a medium tread to slot in there. I kind of like going from 4 to 6 in one go. I think we're going to just keep 4 for the rest of the game though. We'll have to see. We're going to be overweight here with 4 slots once I throw on this large storage. 3 high cap is probably the most I'll do long run. Then by the end game we'll shed some more storage. But that does mean for a little while here we're going to be overweight, I think, which is not a place I like to be, but it might be necessary for the time being. Maybe we can find treads with better support. Not likely. So that's a consideration. For our gunslinging build, 4 is a pretty good number to get the recoil reduction. Most of the guns you'll use in a game are only -4 recoil, so having these 4 completely mitigates recoil. Multi-rails are a late game gun that I really enjoy that are -8 recoil. So if you want to use a lot of those, then you want more treads, or you can only fire them in siege mode. I did a 5-slot multi-rail build a little while ago, and it was a ton of fun. With all that said, I'm gonna go 2 utility slots, to be honest. So we have 8 evolves left. I'll say 6 after my 2 utility slots. So we need 2 weapon slots and a reactor slot, which leaves us with 3 slots to play with for either more utility or some more propulsion. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go double utility here. In a way, we're not using all of our utility slots since I'm just like filling them with armor, but we can start slapping on combat processors to really up our game here. I think that'll be pretty effective. And the evolution after this will probably go 2 prop or 2 weapon slots. So, I don't know, we're just it was kind of an over-explained decision-making process, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's go to 2 utility here. Keep on moving. Improved plasma cutter. I wonder if we can get any value out of that. Plus 30 salvage. Do I even fill up my utility slots right now? I guess we can throw in this armor, although that'll make us overweight. Just gonna stand pat. Oh yeah, we have lots of intel. It'll kind of trickle in as we move a little bit. So we got factory stockpile data and terminal intel. Terminal intel is super nice. I think similar to last floor, we're just going to want to get off of this depth immediately. I don't think there's a ton of value we can gain here. Well, we're getting pretty beat up though. Be nice to find some treads. I wonder if we got a tread stockpile. We'll check in a second. Repair some stuff. We're doing pretty good on weapons, I think, so that's probably not an issue. I guess we could leave this floor with some armor and treads. I think we had some stuff we were considering fabbing. Last time it was railguns. I forget, are they better or worse than our improved KE pens? Kind of annoying to compare. Like, just leave this window open for me. These do 21 to 30, 2% crit. They're actually very similar, but the improved KE pens are better. Scanalyze those. Oh, 8 factory zones. I didn't even notice that too. You get any exits? No exits. A little unlucky. Find 8 zones with no exits. See what else, what other information we can. That's a big freaking terminal. Not a lot of great intel from 4 factory zone layouts, unfortunately. All right, now let's check out the stockpiles. Processor. Helpful. Sweet, who cares? And processor. We are getting back into the range where we probably have slots-ish for terrain scanning. Or we at least want to start storing it to have the option, maybe another floor or two. Like terrain scanning is definitely something we could probably support if we keep 4 prop slots instead of 6. Rifle. Black cannon. Massive minus salvage. 2 dispersion rifle stockpiles right next to each other. Could help with finding exits and what. Device. Nothing too terribly interesting here. I am curious with the processors, but like I don't think I'm gonna run to that corner of the map to find out what it is. I think if we get a stockpiles hack off of the terminal, it'll tell us what these are. It won't say unknown. Kind of annoying. Geez, so I don't really know where we're gonna head here. Really just want to find a branch exit, so I think we want to follow terminals. Detective, we're probably not gonna get any value out of that. Terminals over here. I think we head to the right and then cut down because there's like 4 small terminals. The size is usually an indication of security level, so we might actually be able to hack those, and we can cut down here where there's like a bunch of terminals as well. We can kind of work from there. I guess we'll go ahead and do that next episode. So I will see you guys there, and hopefully we'll make some progress into towards warlords and our super weapon. See you guys next time.